Hello again, fellow BeachBum traders, and welcome back to part 2 of our weekly trading game plan for the trading week of April 25th through April 29th. If you have not already seen part 1 of our weekly trading game plan for this week called Fed's Hawks Are Circling, we would highly recommend that you also view part 1 of this week's weekly trading game plan, as that provides all the input data and the strategies that we're going to employ for our trading for this week and going forward. So again, if you have not already seen part 1, we would highly recommend that you also view part 1. And again, it gives us the input as to the stocks we're going to select for adding to our various watch lists this week. So we hope that helps. So let's get started. Okay, firstly, a couple updates on some trades that we made last week that our Patreon supporters should have already seen in emails and in the trade alerts channels in our Discord. Is the first one. We opened a trade along in Block, which is the Amplify Transformational Data Sharing ETF. We opened that on 420 at 30. You'll see our strategy. We added that to the watch list in last week's weekly trading game plan, so you can hear more details about Block. We also have links there as to the holdings for Block and the profile for Block, so you can get more information via the links in last week's weekly trading game plan. You can also see that we're also trying to sell covered calls against that long position in Block to generate additional profit, kind of generating your own monthly dividend. And you can see how we utilize this strategy to sell covered call options against optionable long positions in this video that I'll include in the description box below as well. We also got stopped out of our previous long position in LEU. LEU is a uranium play. It turned down, hit our stop that we were manually managing. So congratulations to all of our fellow BeachBum traders who have also profited and may also still be profiting from this latest scalp trade in LEU. And we will continue to watch LEU when it comes back down. Presents a favorable opportunity, we'll look at going long LEU as well. So we hope that all helps. Just a quick reminder that you can get real-time or near real-time trade alerts when we make a trade or get stopped out of a trade, when we enter or exit a trade as quickly as possible. Via our Patreon, which is patreon.com/BeachBumTrading, which you can see here. We post that and you'll automatically get an email of our trade update, and or in our Discord, which again you get access to via our membership in our Patreon, in the Thinkorswim alerts. Under the alerts category, we again get alerted automatically. We set an alert when an order gets triggered. It automatically posts to the Thinkorswim alert category, and then again we will update that if the order is actually filled with the details of that trade, and or in the trade alerts section if we enter a trade that was not necessarily alerted through Thinkorswim. So again, we hope this all helps. Just a reminder, if you want to get real-time alerts when we make or exit a trade, this is the various ways that you can do so. So again, we hope this all helps. Okay, now let's look at our updates to our primary watch list, which we watch real-time intraday. We have a number of them. The first one is ARTW. We talked about this in last week's game plan. We had it in the bullpen. We're now moving it up to put it into the primary watch list. As you can see, it kind of is looks like it may be stabilizing at a support level at our price target. So if it is stable there, we will look at going long when it swings up and crosses its VWAP. Again, ARTW is a farm heavy equipment manufacturer. It is optionable, so we're interested in their on the border of profitability. So all of these that we haven't previously done due diligence videos on, if anyone is interested in the type of due diligence videos we have in our due diligence playlist, please let us know in the comments below, in our Discord, in our Facebook group, etc., and we'll see what we can do to do those kind of due diligence videos on the company stocks that people are interested in. So the second one is also one that we're putting in the game plan from our bullpen for last week, which is DDD 3D Systems. It's a 3D printer. Last week we talked about how all the 3D printers were kind of cycling down. DDD looks like it may be approaching a bottom support. It may break down further, but we like DDD as a 3D printer as it is profitable. And we talked about how ARK has been buying Stratasys, which is a not profitable 3D printer. So the next one is an old favorite of ours. We've had DT, David's Tea, back in the past. There was talk in the past that they were going to do a cannabis-based tea. That has, as far as I know, never came to fruition, but they went through a bumpy period, and now it looks like there's a potential turnaround play. It is optionable. You can see we added this to the watch list on 4/22, so our Patreon members should have been alerted as to those updates to the watch list we made on 4/22. Again, this is one that looks like a turnaround play. It's come down in the past. It has run up, and with a reopening, this may be kind of a reopening play, as well as they had gone into e-commerce. So we're going to put DT into our watch list. We still have DRV on our watch list. You can see our thesis, listen to our thesis on a potential rollover in real estate that we see coming, and you can see it ran up a little bit. Maybe some of you have already caught that bounce on DRV. We see this again as a long-term rollover in the real estate market. GLDI, we've had this on our watch list for a while. We're waiting for gold to come down, give us a favorable opportunity to increase our stake in GLDI, which is a monthly paying dividend ETN on gold, and we also have SLVO and a similar ETN, monthly paying dividend ETN on silver. So again, we'd like to increase our stakes on gold and silver, and you can see in part 1 of our weekly trading game plan for this week that we may get a potential opportunity in gold and silver on a little bit of a dip. So we would like to take advantage of that opportunity. KOLD, again, is the short on natural gas. It looks like natural gas may have rolled over finally and is headed back down, which is making our existing position in KOLD profitable. But if we do get a surge back in natural gas back up to that $8 level, we may double down still on KOLD. If you're momentum trading, breakout trading, etc., I think there's still opportunities here. Natural gas has ways to go down, and you can see several days it was running up, so it had good momentum on a couple of these days. So it afforded good day trades, momentum trades, breakout trades, etc. So another one we talked about last week is Mark AI technology. It's coming down. It keeps breaking down through these supports. You can see it's approaching our price target. So we're just waiting for it to stabilize potentially at that price target and swing up. OBCI, we have our due diligence video on OBCI that you can see. I'll put that link in the description box below. Again, this is Ocean Biochem. It's a low float, and we're just kind of waiting for it to stabilize. It looks like it has, so we'll probably be long OBCI very soon. PZG we've talked about, it's gold and silver miner. It's been pretty flat, so again, we're already long PZG. So, and then we're adding Roku back to our watch list. It got beaten down on the Netflix subscriber streaming demise recently, and in my humble opinion, you can see my due diligence video on ROKU, I think there's some differences in ROKU that make it attractive. It's getting beaten down. Very important that we're going to wait until after their earnings report or right at their earnings report, just in case that gets an irrational negative reaction. So they have earnings on 4/28. We're not going to really touch it until 4/28. Same way with DT. DT has earnings on 4/28. So again, we would recommend waiting until their earnings report and see what the reaction to that is to jump into DT or ROKU. We talked about SLVO, and the other one we're adding this week is Westport Fuel Systems. They do a hydrogen fuel ICE type of engine, so this is a green, energy, hydrogen oriented future fuel system. It is optionable, so this is one we've looked at in the long past too. They've already had earnings, so we're just looking for it to stabilize at a price target. You see it dip down below. The question is, where's the bottom? So when that bottoms and turns up, we'll take a look at Westport Fuel Systems as well. We kind of like that thesis of the hydrogen fuel cells, and I think it was Plug Power recently got a deal with Walmart for some forklift type of things. So there's a positive theme there, positive story. So we like that, and we would take a look at Westport when it turns up. So those are our updates to our real-time watch list for this week. We also took Yang off of our watch list this week because it had already run up. We will re-enter it. We'll get alerted. It'll show up in our scanners again if it comes back down. That is the short on China. And again, that one had already run up. We made some nice money on it. Congratulations if you're still in it and are still making profit on Yang. Which is great. Again, we'll take a look at it when it comes back down again. Just a quick reminder that if you would like to get notified of any updates to our watch list that we make intra-week up to daily, we post those into our Patreon, which is patreon.com BeachBum Trading. You'll get notified automatically via email and or in the stock watch list under the watch list category in our Discord. Again, we will post any updates to our watch list intra-week, up to daily, to our Patreons, and also in the stock watch list channel in our Discord. So again, if you would like to get automatically notified of any intra-week updates to any of our watch lists, these are the various ways that you could do so, and we hope this all helps. Okay, now let's take a look at our bullpen watch list in Webull. And again, if you're new to our channel, the concept of the bullpen is stocks that we don't necessarily watch real-time intraday, but we take a look at it at the end of the day, see if their setup looks attractive, and then we put them in the game, like we added several to our real-time watch list the past week from our bullpen. So again, we take a quick look at those at the end of the day, see if we want to put them in the game, add them to our primary watch list at the end of the day. So there's a couple that we want to add to our bullpen, and then I'll do a quick review of what we've got in our bullpen right now. The first one is MJ, which is an ETF on cannabis. It does pay a small dividend. It is optionable. Again, we added that. Our Patreon members should have been alerted on 4/22. It looks like it's cycling down, so it may present a potential opportunity. You can see where our price target line is. If it bottoms there or a little bit lower at one of these support lines, it turns back up. Cannabis, again, is very cyclical. So when it bottoms and turns up, then we'll ride that theme back up. And you may have heard, they opened recreational in, I believe it's New Jersey. That was very positive. Again, you get hype cycles in cannabis where it runs up for a while, and then because many of these companies are not profitable, then it runs back down. So we'll ride that cycle. We've made money on things like Aurora Cannabis, etc. in the past. So again, we'll watch MJ when it bottoms, turns up. We'll ride that cycle back up. The other one that we're adding to our bullpen for this week is PPLT, which is an ETF on physical platinum. You'll see in part 1 that we identified kind of an irrational drop in platinum right now, and it had run up nicely. So we want to take a look at PPLT and see when it bottoms and turns up. We would like to be able to take advantage of that irrational drop in platinum. You can see we've identified a support line a little bit lower, so there's a potential if we get this irrational decline in platinum, we could take advantage of platinum via PPLT. Now, wherever it does bottom and turn up, we want to, and breaks the VWAP, we want to go long platinum using PPLT. And again, this one is not optionable, so we can't do covered calls against it. But again, it gives us the opportunity to long platinum and take advantage of that. So just a quick review of what we've got in our bullpen. AVO, you can see a lot of these are still up, so we may have to remove them if they've just run away. But these are agricultural products that we've talked about for a couple of weeks. We've got AVO, and we've got FDP, which is Fresh Del Monte, and then we've got VITL at the bottom, which is organic eggs, etc. You can see they all kind of run up, but on a dip we would like to take advantage of that trend in agricultural products. We've also got big lots. Again, the discount store theme is a positive one, but we'd like to catch it on a dip. So if we get some kind of irrational reaction, it gives us a dip in big lots, so we would like to take advantage of that. Ethereum we're watching, again, we'd like it cheaper. We just are waiting for an irrational decline to get some Ethereum. We do have that exposure to blockchain technology via our position in block, so we like that. But again, if Ethereum gets cheap, we'll get some. Then we've got FRD, which is steel. Again, it's run high. May not get an opportunity in that. Grow, again, investments in cryptocurrencies, gold, etc. Again, it's a dividend payer, so we like that in the past. And then again, we're waiting for the Fed decision on bonds, so we're just keeping an eye on that. It bounces around. USEG is a small oil and gas producer that we like. It looks like it might be coming down. If we get an opportunity in USEG, that would be a good way to long oil going forward. Then let's talk about the ETFs for our long-term investments. Right now, as of the filming of this video, Webull is offering 5 free stocks when you open and fund an account. Typically they offer 2 or more free stocks, but sometimes they have special promotions, so please check our link to Webull in the description box below, which you can also find on the About page or the header of our YouTube channel, BeachBum Trading YouTube channel, and or in the link section at the bottom of the About page, and or in the links section under trading platforms on our homepage, beachbumtrading.com, bum without the U. And again, if you use our affiliate link to Webull, you can currently get 5 free stocks when you open and fund an account, and you can see those stocks can be up to $3,000 upon funding your account. So we hope that all helps. Okay, if you've been with us for a while, you know we've been looking for an index fund to buy the eventual bottom of this bear market or catch any severe dip in the market. And you've seen we've gone kind of back and forth between VOO and VTI in terms of some long-standing buys that we put out there just to catch that dip. And recently we got some additional information from video on from Joseph Hogue on kind of some overlap between VTI and VOO. So we wanted to take a new look. So we did a comparison of VOO, VTI, and BT, which is a global total market ETF, very similar. So again, we did a video comparing those, doing some additional due diligence on all three of those, which I'll put a link to that video. It's currently still unlisted. Eventually we'll probably premiere that video, but as a bonus for watching this game plan, you can watch this detailed comparison of VOO, VTI, and VT if you would like. Based on that video, you will see that we are swapping out our long-term, long-standing buys that we had on BTI, and we're going to go with VOO. So that video will tell you why we're choosing VOO versus VTI. But again, unless we get additional information, that's the one we're going to use for our long-term plays for an eventual bottom and uptrend in the market. Again, these we'll swing these, you know, from bottom to top, and then we'll cash them out and we'll swing them again. So again, these are also a good source of cash. You know, if we need cash to put in something else, that would be something that we would sell and take the cash to put into something else. So again, take a look at this due diligence video. You can see why we're going with VOO again versus VTI or VT. So we hope that also helps. Okay, in terms of shopping list stocks, I just wanted to point out a warning, and y'all have probably already heard this on all the news now. You probably saw in the chats I've been alluding to political issues with Disney in Florida, and you will hear that Governor DeSantis and the Florida legislature just rescinded Disney's self-governing tax district in Florida, and that's likely, and again I've been mentioning this, it's likely to cause a real mess. I'm not going to go into the politics of it, but again, it's going to cause a mess. It's going to cause potentially additional tax burden on Disney, additional cost to Disney, additional legal cost, and bottom line is a lot of uncertainty, and based on all that, and this could go on for years. You know, Disney hasn't stated how they're going to deal with it, but this could turn into legal battles, etc. But the reality is all the uncertainty means, you know, we're not going to touch Disney until that gets resolved. And again, that may take years. So again, that's our recommendation, our opinion, but we're not going to touch Disney until all of those issues get resolved. So we hope that helps. We also cordially want to invite you to our new BeachBum Trading Community Discord server, where we can have discussions on all topics related to trading, success in trading, investing, etc. You can see alerts when we make trades, changes to our watch lists, etc. So again, please join us in the new BeachBum Trading Community Discord server. You should be able to find a link in the description box below. You can also find a link in the social media category on our webpage, beachbumtrading.com, without the bum without the U, and also in the link section on the About page of our YouTube channel, etc. So again, we look forward to seeing you in the BeachBum Trading Community Discord server soon. Wave and say hello. The content of this video was produced by BeachBum Trading. We hope you will choose to also join us in the BeachBum Trading community and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Visit us at our homepage at beachbumtrading.com, the bum without the U. Similarly on Twitter, BeachBum Trading, bum without the U. On Facebook and in our BeachBum Trading Facebook group. Please follow us on Pinterest and on Instagram. All of the links to our social media sites will be included in the description box below, and we hope you will choose to subscribe to our BeachBum Trading YouTube channel and follow us on social media. Thank you. We hope that you like our weekly game plan for the trading week for this week. Thank you for watching the video to the end. If you found this helpful, we hope that you will choose to subscribe to our BeachBum Trading YouTube channel. And please click the bell icon below to automatically be notified whenever we publish a new video. Please also share this with your fellow traders and friends via the share button included below. And let us know if you found our weekly game plans helpful in the comments included below. And let us know how we can improve. What would you like to see more, less of, etc. Thank you again for watching. Good luck and have a great trading week. Bye. If you like this video, we hope you will choose to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the box in the upper left-hand corner. You can watch another video like this by clicking on the box in the lower right-hand corner. And we have a whole playlist of videos like this that you can access via the box in the upper right-hand corner. Our latest video is available in the box in the lower left-hand corner. We hope you like this and have a great day.